So in this video, I would like to cover some tips on the Final Edit file. So let's go over to the proofing screen. Let's go into the Final Edit file. Okay, for Win users, and I suspect in the future Mobile US Modus users will have the same problem, although I don't know if Francie and Adam are coming up with a fix for that. But for Win users, our records come in as they're transmitted. Everybody is transmitting records at the same time, so you'll see different employee numbers intermingled. It's not one upload per employee, such as in WinTakes or some other batch mode inventory taking system. So in WinTakes, in Win, um, one of the things that we can do, we have everything in record order. We can actually put our pointer over an employee and then hit this little lightning bolt up here and filter on just that employee, and then automatically be able to see everything that that auditor counted in record order. So that's a nice tip as you're uh, checking on something in the Final Edit file if you're using one of these RF type of transmissions. Okay, a way to get that filter off is to hit the red X at the top. Um, Everybody knows the tricks of sorting low to high and high to low to look for errors. Okay, that's on the price. Same thing with units. Now, in this case, we have a -1. So because this is a scan inventory, one of the things that we would like to check, and quite frankly, we don't accept negative um, scans like this. Not sure how it got in there, but one of the things that I would check is to make sure that for this UPC code, that we have another one that this -1 is offsetting so that we don't have a -1 that we're transmitting back to the customer. So again, I'll hit the lightning bolt, the filter, and here we see we do have a problem, in fact, that this -1 is on one unique SKU. So this is a problem that needs to be dealt with. And again, I'll hit the red X to get out of there. One of the things that we forget about is, and in this case, I just moved everything high to low. If I wanted to check to make sure that there aren't any decimal points in there, I could press this button that says decimal point lookup. This one is if you're on the sales floor as opposed to the pharmacy, because the pharmacy has all decimal points. So I'm going to preview the report that it has, and there are two of them. So as you see, those decimal points don't rise to the very top because it has a leading 1, then a point. So again, if you're counting everything and it's not in partials, you'll want to check this before you hand your customer the final report. You can print this out and then look up these numbers or in audit trail order to see if you can figure out what they meant to do. If you've already left the store, it's a problem. If you're in the store, you can go check the shelf. So let's exit this preview. One thing that we quite often want to do is look at two columns side by side, but it's a little hard sometimes. So if I scroll over a little, we'll see more information, like this tells me whether it was found or not. If I go over a little further, it'll show me the department number that's in the customer master. Now I might want to move that over by the category. I'm going to highlight that. Okay, it's changed to a little hand pointing finger. Now I can, yep, okay, once it's there with that little hand, I can move it. Okay, and I'm going to put that right next to my category to make sure they're the same. And this tells me um, that when they brought the item or when they brought the file in, they replaced the category with the item master. Um, and you can see down here there's a not found. So there was no category because this wasn't found in the item master, so it has no department number. Over in the final edit file, what we bring in is called category. What's over in the item master is called department. Now, I didn't ruin anything by moving this around. If I go out and go back into the final edit file, you'll see everything goes back like it was. So you're really not going to ruin anything by moving things around like that. I think that the big thing here is to learn how to filter on different items. Um, Another little trick while I have you here is let me find a small section. Okay, so this one small section, it's a location 01099. I'm going to filter on that. Okay, and you see there are only a few records here. I can now print on shown records by this range, the shown records only, and get an audit trail. We're going to preview this instead of print it. So now you can see this is page 1 of 1. If you filter, you can get an audit trail of just what you want to see. That's simple. So I hope these little tricks help. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me.